I was in a shit place. Because I didn't want to get out of bed in the morning. And now I can't wait to get out of bed in the morning. We've had a real influx of new business. And if I was in where I was in December, I wouldn't have been able to keep pace. I think how the habits that I've changed over the last 12 weeks, I want to maintain, because I'm very proud of how I've done it. It was the best investment I've ever made in myself, because of just where I am. I like who I am now. The person I am today, I will achieve everything that I put my mind to. The person I was 12 weeks ago, no chance. Look, I was overweight, and I didn't realise how unhappy I actually was. I had some real financial success in my 20s. I decided for my health and for our relationship to go it alone, and ever since that, I thought because I'd done it before it'd be a piece of piss. Realised quite quickly that it wasn't. Started drinking to try and numb the pain and get through it, and I was failing. And it's hard as blokes to accept that. The sex life between my missus, we've only been married 2.5 years, it dried up. We've got other pressures, which has an impact on that, but we shouldn't be not touching each other. I realised how unhappy I was. People talk about like this mental health stuff, Mike, don't they? And I'm quite a strong guy, and I've never said that about mental health. I don't think that I was suicidal or anxiety or anything like that. But I was unhappy. And it's only now that I look at things a bit differently that I realised how unhappy I was. I'd had a bit of banter from the lads, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. Can't do it. Wasn't sleeping. It's mad because I use LinkedIn as a way of acquiring customers for myself. I've never bought through LinkedIn. But I was drawn to Michael from some of the stuff he put out, some of the results he was posting. So I thought, you know what, let's give it a go. Oh yeah, I'd be on my knees. I think as I've likened it to addiction with Michael over the last few weeks. We have this, and the reason why I've likened it to addiction is because you have this stage where denial. I'm all right. Yeah, I'll sort it out. I'll do it next week. I'll do it then. You're just denying it to yourself. What happens if Mike's a entrepreneur? Mate, there's so many gurus out on LinkedIn now, aren't there? There are so many fucking fuckwits on there who just use emotional language to draw you in. And what happens if it was a fight? Of course, there's always that concern, isn't there? I think the way life is now, with the world being online, and you actually don't have that physicality of the purchase. You always have that little bit about what if. But then when actually we got talking, that went quite quickly, to be fair. It was a big commitment for me because I had no preconception of what sort of values were going to be like placed to going onto a program like this. And I was like, but something's got to change. I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's just do it. It's the best investment I've ever made. January last year, I decided I was going to give up meat. Thought, right, I'm just going to cut the meat out and see what it does. I felt better. I definitely had more energy. But I may have lost a bit of weight, but didn't. And then old habits crept back in, and before I knew it, I was back to where I was, and getting bigger. And then I suppose that was what probably subconsciously drew me towards Mike, because I know the post I saw, and it was like, this guy's lost X amount of weight and he's had beer and curry. And I'm thinking, that's me. I can honestly say, this isn't a tricky question, I can honestly say, this is the easiest thing I've ever done. Because I've not been deprived of anything. If I want to have a beer, I have a beer. If I want to have a bit of chocolate, I have a bit of chocolate. And it's how it makes you, because doing it the way it's been done, and with the habits and the diet and stuff like that, it's just how it makes you feel. You don't feel like shit. I don't get that 2 o'clock lull where you're like, oh, I gotta sleep now. I think I look at stuff with a lot more clarity now. I feel like I'm performing at a phenomenal level work-wise, with great clarity, good mindset, positivity, all of the things that is required of a new start business. Me and my wife want to have a family. I don't think I would have been able to have a family or have a great family life with all of that going on previously. I'm going through a bit of a maturing stage as well. And the process has probably made me do that, because Mike, it was like the first few weeks were like fucking therapy, mate. And there were times when I pretty much broke down and cried, because you go to places where I didn't even know they were there. Yourself in free fall and trust the process. Yeah. Just throw yourself into it, immerse yourself into it, because you'll only get from it what you put in. So if you want to do it for yourself, it'll be the best thing you ever do. Bringing Ash back. Because this is who I am. And he's been around before. And he was dying. And he could have easily just gone. He's brought me back to believe in myself, which I didn't have. I feel alive. It feels great. It feels like I feel unstoppable. Happy with the progress that I've made. I'll be proud of myself when I'm able to look back and say that I maintained it and I did it.